Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad As-Sagiliy and my number matrix is DAS21002. For this case study, I will present to you three parts. They are introduction, objectives and problem background. First, group data, ungroup data. Ungroup data is defined as data that has obtained and categorized and has not been subjected to any sort of aggregation or summarization. The other name for this ungrouped data is raw data. Secondly, we have group data. Group data is defined as when the sample size is large. It is preferable to group the data into non-overlapping classes. They are also known as a group frequency distribution. There are three more things in this chapter, which is median, modes and harmonic mean. The median is a name given to the central tendency measure that is defined or determined is supposed to calculate. Then the mode. The mode, also known as the value with the highest frequency, is the value that appears most frequently and has the highest rate of repetition. And lastly, the harmonic mean. The harmonic mean is divide the total number of observations or entries in the series by the reciprocal of each number. Objectives. We have three objectives for this case study. First, we want to determine 5K running time among UTH and Cargo students. Secondly, we want to compare MOCT and MOD both, and group data analysis may be necessary. And lastly, the third one, to compute measures such as the mean and the variance for the data. The problem background in this case study. There has been a noticeable increase in interest in the running community among the university 2% on measure communities. The UTHM 5K race has developed into a well-liked occasion that attracts people from all walks of life, including visitors and students. The main goal for this case study is finding the average 5K running time among UTHM Prago students. The objectives include investigating situations where group and ungrouped data analysis may be necessary, and discussing and computing data measures like variance and mean using the MOD and MOCT methods after taking part in the various 5K running events.
Hello everyone, in this section we will discuss about ungrouped data. First of all, we're gonna go for MOCT ungroup data. As you can see, the data show the personal best time trial in 5K in minutes for every sample of 30 students of University DAS21002 Malaysia. So, we're gonna go for details as follow. Let's go. Now, we go to the mean of the data. So, mean in the easy way to understand is the average. So, mean is equal to the total of x divided by n sample. Now we know that the sample we have is 30 sample of student. So, the total of x is equal to the 10 to the power of 5 plus 20 to the power of 9 plus 30 to the power of 6 plus 40 to the power of 5 plus 50 to the power of 5. So, the total of x is equal to the 860. So, we put the answer into the formula. So, the means equal to 860 divided by n sample, which is 30 samples. So, the answer is 28.67. So, mean of the ungrouped data is 28.67. Median of the data. Median of the data means the middle data among the number of samples. Here is a formula we can know the position of the middle data, which is n plus 1 divided by 2. N is the number of sample, and the number of sample we have is 30. So 30 plus 1 divided by 2, and the middle data we get is 15.5. Now include it in the formula of median. So median equal to 30 plus 30 divided by 2, and the median is equal to the 30, and the median of our sample is 30 minutes. Mode of the data. Mode of the data is the most frequently data record in experiment. So in this experiment, the most frequently data record is 20 minutes, which is 9, and the mode of the data is 20 minutes. Now we gonna sketch the shape of distribution. The shape of distribution show the relationship between mean, median, and mode. So based on the ungrouped data, median is more higher than mean and more higher value than mode. And the shape of distribution must be skewed to the right as the figure 2. Now we go to the MOD of ungrouped data. So variance is the s to the power of 2 equal to 1 over n minus 1 times total of x minus total of x in bracket to the power of 2 divided by n. So the total of x to the power of 2 is 30,000, and the total of x in bracket to the power of 2 equal to 739 and 600. So include the answer in the formula. So the variance is 184.66368. Standard deviation is very simple. Just put the variance in the square root. So standard deviation is equal to 184.368 square root. So standard deviation is equal to 13.578.
So this is a solution of this case study of group data and also the MOCT of group data. And this table show the class interval of frequency midpoint as shown on this slide. So let's move on to the next slide. So this is the mean of the data. The formula that we use is x is equal to sum of the frequency times x divided by the sum of the x. And we just substitute the value that given in previous table, and the answer of the mean of this data is 34.5 minutes. So this is a median of the data which we need to determine the cumulative frequency and the position of the data first. So in this table, we have calculated the cumulative and also the position of the data. So the second step is position of the data. We use the formula of the total of the frequency divided by the 2, and we substitute the value, and we get the position of 50. So the third step is we insert the formula of the median data, which is shown in the slide, and as the LM become lower boundary of the class, the FI sum of the FI divided 2 minus with the sum of the frequency, cumulative frequency before the median class, and we divide by the frequency of the median class, and we times when we multiple with the C, which is the size of the class, and after that we substitute the value that's shown in this table, and we got the 71.75. So this is a mode of the data, and we use a formula of the mode that is S equal to the LMO plus bracket data 1 divided by the data 1 plus the data 2, and we time multiple with the C. So the LMOs is a lower boundary for the mode class, and data 1 and also data 2 show the difference of the frequency, and C also C is size of class. So we need to determine the LMO data 1 and data 2 and also the C first, and we got the LMO is equal to the 20.5, data 1 is equal to 1, and also data 2 is 1, and last C is equal to 5. And so we substitute all the value that we have calculated into the formula of mode. So we substitute all of them, and we get a value of 23 for the mode. This is a relationship between the median, mean, and mode of the group data. So in this slide shown that the mean is greater than the median, and the median is greater than mode. So what we have to do, we need to we draw the shape of distribution for the three of the data. So what we got is the distribution of the Q. Distribution shape is Q to the right. Let's move on to the MOD of group data. So this is a variance of the data as shown formula. And first of all, we find the sum of the frequency times x squared, and we substitute all the value that's shown in the table, and we got the 41,365. And for the second step, we find the total frequency, and we got the 30. For the third step, we find the bracket of the sum of the frequency times the x square all, and we substitute all the value, and we got 1,075,225. And last, for the variance, we substitute all the value that we have calculated, and we got 195.086. This is the standard variation of the group data. So it's just square root of the variance, that is S equal to square root of 195.086, and we got a 13.967.
For result and discussion on group data, the typical student at University 21002 Malaysia has a best time trial for a 5 km run that is over 20 minutes or 28.67 minutes. Average man's time trial for 5k running is 34.42 minutes. Average woman time trial is 37.55 minutes. The median value show that 50% of students run less than 30 minutes and another 50% of students run more than 30 minutes. Most of the students run above 20 minutes of 5k time trial. For group data, average student at University 21002 Malaysia running between 31 until 35 minutes, which is 34.5 minutes. 50% of students at UTM Pago are running less than 31.75 minutes, while others 50% are above the time. Students at UTM Pago are frequently running between 21 until 25 minutes, which is 23 minutes. Frequently students running at around pace 4:30, which means 4:30 minutes 1 kilometers.
So this is the last slide before we end our presentation. So for conclusion, the collection of the actual data from both group and ungroup data has enhanced the accuracy and the depth of the evaluation project. Students at the UTHM were chosen as sample population, which increased the findings relevant and applicability to the specific student setting. The validity of the project objective and the effectiveness of the chosen approach both confirmed by the result dependability. To sum up, the meticulous process of the gathering, analyzing and interpreting skill data has not only met but exceeds the project initial goal. The assessment practical work is additionally reinforced by the proficient illustration of the practical consequence of the statistical methods employed. The project outcomes significantly advance our knowledge of the target phenomena and provide fresh opportunity to future application and study in the adjacent domain. So that's all from our group, and thank you so much for watching for my video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.